Today we will talk about Context Composer on Byterover. We build Context Composer to help developer teams quickly and effectively compose high-quality memory for coding agents directly from internal files or collaboration tools. So as you can see here, this is the memory on my Byterover memory store that I compose from a README MD file. And here is the memory that I compose from using GitHub MCP server tools to compose a really high-quality memory for my memory store. Now I will show you in detail how you can do it with Context Composer. First of all, you can compose context from any files with a variety of different formats. As you can see here, I am input a markdown file, but you can input images or doc files. After you're done with all of your composing, you can draft the memory. Similarly, when you work with MCP servers, you can use our agents to call different MCP tools. Like right now, I'm using GitHub MCP server to get my issues on GitHub. And similarly, when you're done with your context composing, right, you can hit draft the memory and you get a really comprehensive and high quality memory into your memory store. So right now I can chat with the agent just like what I do with ChatGPT or Claude.ai. You can actually attach files to the agent and let it summarize the information. And Cypher, which is running under the hood, will be able to summarize all the information from your attached files. But you may be having this question, like, why do we need to attach files? I can do it in ChatGPT or Claude.ai. Well, the purpose of you attaching files to the Context Composer is just not, you want to summarize the information, but actually you want to make sure your attached files, they are going to be converted in a memory store that we have on Byterover's website. So that's the main purpose of the Context Composer. Like, you don't just like have little chats with the agent, but you actually compose really high quality memories into the memory store. And instead of just attaching files or just chatting just with the agent like that, you can actually connect to different MCP servers to pull in the context to the memory more effectively. So right now you can see we serve over 20 MCP servers in Context Composer. For now, I'm just going to connect to a GitHub MCP server, which has over 30 tools for you. So being able to connect to different MCP servers is really powerful. You're not just limited to attaching files. You can actually pull in the context from different places. So to give you a little bit of understanding about why do we need MCP servers inside of Context Composer, so I have a little diagram here. As you can see here, we have different MCP servers like GitHub, Linear, or Cloudflare, and they all connect to Context Composer. And by using these MCP servers, we can pull in different contexts from different places. Maybe you want to get all the Linear issues or GitHub projects or PRs from your GitHub account, and all of these information will be added into your memory store. And after that, your agents, Cursor, ClaudeCode, or whatever, will be using these memory inside of the memory store and get the best context for their coding tasks. We want to make sure that the context that we are composing will be helpful to your agent like Cursor, ClaudeCode when they're using Byterover MCP server. So back to the website here, now I can ask my agent to get all the issues from my project. And what it will be doing is that it's going to list all the issues from my project, which is Cypher, and they will be able to get all the details that I want. As you can see here, it says there are in total 6 issues on my Cypher. We can go there and double check that, and indeed there are total 6 issues on my GitHub. And we can go a step further by maybe asking our agent to get the content of a specific PR. Sorry, it should be like the issue 249. And as you can see that it is able to get the very detailed content of the GitHub issue. So one really interesting use case with this MCP server is that maybe you are trying to resolve an issue on your GitHub, but you want to make sure that agents like CloudCode or Copilot will get the best context to solve this issue. And then when you are done with that, you can convert your conversation, your sections into the memory store. And that is what I'm going to do right now. After you're done chatting or providing context inside of Context Composer, the last thing that you want to do is hit craft the memory. So as you can see that it already successfully converted the entire conversation that we have into a really detailed and fine-grained memory for your agent. You can double check that by hitting over to the memory store, and you can see that there's been a new memory that has been converted from your Context Composer. And the next thing that you want to do is maybe head over to your IDE or your coding agent and start using Byterover MCP server to get the memory that has been stored inside of your memory store. So that's why I really recommend you guys to try out Context Composer. It may take a little bit of work as a user, but right now people are crazy about context engineering. We want to spend as much time and resource to compose or to build the most effective context for your agent. So we made some great updates with the Context Composer. First of all, we updated from just 5 MCP servers to over 20 MCP servers. So please give Context Composer a try and let us know how it works for you and your team.